Well, hello, everyone.
Hello, Swirly.
Do you need something? We were starting the episode, Swirly. Do you think you could have waited for maybe like 10 seconds?
No.
For us to say on PlayFrame?
No. Needs attention now.
All right, Swirly, what do you need?
Must be held.
I see you've approached us, Swirly, and we've given you tea. We've just given you tea. Do you...
Needs pets? Needs held? This is like our kitten Gabby.
I suppose so.
Needs to be held.
All right, here. Have some pets. Here you go.
Ah, they like that.
You're very cute.
Little squeaks and then little kicks.
Yeah. But okay. I'm going to set you down now.
There you go.
Do you need something? Okay. They're going somewhere.
Do we follow?
I'm curious. But it does kind of seem like they're just going back here.
True. What's up? What's up, Swirly? Now we're the ones standing around like we need something.
Yeah. Hey, do something.
Hey, Swirly. Hey, Swirly.
Swirly.
Hey.
Swirly.
Swirly.
Pay attention to us.
Hey. Pick us up and give us pats on the head, Swirly.
Uh-huh. I'm going to go steal mail. You going to stop me?
Swirly.
Swirly.
We're going to steal your mail.
Swirly does not care.
Not even a little.
Anyway, so some of you in comments had a very helpful suggestion, which we are perfectly positioned to act upon now. Because for some reason, it had not even occurred to us that if we have some spare tea from a batch left over, that we could also just give some to Boro.
And then Boro could have tea.
Yeah. And he might like to have some tea once in a while.
Oh.
Assuming I can find mugs anywhere.
Okay.
I guess I must have some in pocket still.
We definitely had some, and
Some
we
dirty
can
mugs.
wash them. But I think Ren also had their mug that they were carrying around for quite a while.
Yeah, that may need finding. Well, these are washing, so we can go do a quick mug check. Also, we can find the best place to put our latest photograph of
Swirly?
Swirly. Let's see.
You're a star, Swirly.
Perfect.
Yes. What's our other photo? It's so freaking cute.
I think it's one we just found on the ground somewhere. Yeah. Maybe this one will go, like, upstairs in a spot. Somewhere.
There?
Yeah, I like this.
I think we might eventually have to trade out some of these ones that we just find laying around if we want to see them. Because a lot of them seem to be the big square pieces, and there aren't a lot of big square frames.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, maybe this one would be better used in a large square frame somewhere.
Like there.
Eventually, all of these will be replaced with various colors of Swirly.
Yes.
That is nice. Yeah,
That
it's
is
a good
really
call.
pretty.
It does show us more of the actual image.
Yeah.
It'll be a good placeholder, stock photo that they sell the frame with until...
We get photos of Swirly.
Yes, exactly.
And their siblings, if their siblings will drink tea.
If that's allowed, yeah. We definitely need to test that today as well. Like with our next batch of tea, we need to see if we can get another Pluffin to take it. If not, if Swirly just comes for it again, then that's fine. We can just collect more colors of Swirly and populate our entire frame collection with them.
Yes. I am totally down for that.
Boro, who wants cold tea?
Oh, can you check and see if the flowers disappeared off of our tree? It's all out.
It's going to be a small cup of it. I hope that's fine. Boro. Oh, yeah, does our tree have
Nope, flowers gone.
Okay, so those reset with each
the
season or whatever. Boro.
Boro? Where are you? Oh, there you are. There.
I have old cold tea for you.
We have tea for you. Don't tell him it's old and cold.
Right,
Maybe
yes, that's
notice.
clever. I have tea for you.
Oh, Boro's so sleepy.
Hello, miss. I'm having an idea, if you might indulge me. Do you see the hanging pots over there?
Yes.
Before you showed up, Boro had spent a bit of time filling all of them with lovely plants.
Oh.
It was quite beautiful, yes. But all gone now. So it has caused me to be thinking. Miss Alta said she would like specific tasks to complete, yes? Well, what if you are helping me out to fill these hanging pots with some new plants? What do you say? Could you be taking some time for this task?
Yes. But what if the clearing changes and we lose all of them again?
Well, yes, I am supposing such a thing could certainly happen. But, Miss Alta, should we really stop making things beautiful simply because they may disappear in the future? To me, the task of temporary decorating is sounding quite lovely. What do you say?
Maybe, if I can find the time for it.
Of course, there's no rush at all, simply if you find yourself in the mood. Any plants at all would be fine in the pots. Boro's certainly not being very picky. Oh, and perhaps you'll find the task easier if you use a miniature pot. Most plants can be picked up and replanted using the miniature pot. There are several lying around the shop. Oh, it is not necessary, simply a little convenience if you desire it. Please let me know when the hanging pots outside are filled. I would very much love to be seeing them. If you are taking this task on, of course. Who can say?
Does that mean that plants that go to plant golf can go into the pots?
Maybe they could. Good thought. Yeah, it's a good thing for us to try. Hey, I have tea, though.
Would you like this tea?
Why, Miss Alta, have you brought Boro a cup of tea?
It only took us several weeks.
A little bit of time, yes.
Yep, this tea is for you. Or, no, just showing it to you.
But yes, you can have it.
You could try telling him no just to see what he said.
Wonderful. Well, if it isn't messberry tea, the enigma drink. Messberry tea is known for being extraordinarily difficult to describe the taste of, yes. Many scholars have quite lost their minds attempting to describe it accurately. In fact, well, I am not certain if I ought to be sharing this, but many years ago, when Boro was much younger, I, in fact, managed to define the taste. For years, I studied it, tasting it 1,000 times over, forming and rejecting dozens of theories. These were difficult times, long days and sleepless nights. Yet, in time, the clouds parted, and an answer revealed itself to me.
What was it? Or, don't tell me, I don't want to know. I'm curious.
And she's definitely stopped trying to puzzle it out herself now, because she realized that way it lied madness. So, yeah. Having the answer might give her some closure.
What was it?
Miss, I do not remember. You see, after arriving at the answer, I found it remarkably underwhelming.
Oh.
I'd been enjoying the tea so much more when it was a mystery. Therefore, Boro worked very hard to unlearn the answer. I spent months filling my head with conflicting information and answers. I immersed myself in misinformation. In time, my brain was being fully overrun by incorrectness, and I forgot the truth. Today, I can say that I am enjoying the taste of messberry tea much more. It was worth it. Boro suspects there is a lesson to be learned here, but amidst all the misinformation, it is hard to tell.
I kind of thought he was going to say that it tastes like messberry tea. And, there's a simplicity to that answer. But
that's true. You don't have to define it in terms of all the other flavors, I suppose.
But this was a better answer.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an answer that leads you to stop chasing the question.
Right.
Anyhow.
We should pick up some little pots and try and repot that flower that's right there in the...
Let's try that. These little pots. This is probably one.
That one? Yeah. Oh, wait, a dirty teacup.
Wait.
Grab it. Grab it.
Oh, right you
Put
are.
it in your pockets.
Hang on. There we go.
Stuff it in your pockets.
Good spotting. All right.
We can deal with it later, just so long as we have it.
You can be relocated. To
This changes everything.
Here somewhere.
See if it'll fit. Maybe only little ones. No, big one does
There
go.
you are. Delightful.
Plant golf plants can go here. It can be the plant golf course.
Yes, I like that.
Instead of putt-putt, it's pot-pot.
It's pretty good.
Did you know I'm funny?
I am just now learning this today. I tried sort of doing that in Boro voice a little bit.
That made it hurt even more.
Apologies. One should wield Boro voice carefully.
That both you and Boro would tell me this hurtful truth. Oh, I thought you knew.
Speaking of plants,
Yes.
we should try getting another little combo thing going.
We can also reorganize our plants on the plant hexagon using the pot.
That's true. I hadn't even thought of that part. Yeah.
If you
Also
would like,
true.
we could try
Okay.
Say, the large hybrids all on the 6 points of the innermost hexagon, and then the medium ones on the next ring out, and then the small ones on the ring after that.
Are there medium ones? I think there's just small and large ones.
Large and small hybrids, and then standard plants, the boring ones that are just baby plants.
I hadn't even really realized that there were small hybrids could also be different things. Like, I thought this was just how you got little seeds. So I did like all blue, all pink, all yellow. I've not tried any other configuration.
We haven't?
Apparently not. And I don't really know what'll happen, but that seems worth
I thought we had.
attempting.
Are we looking at all of the small hybrids there? Because he definitely told us we could when we first did the gardening tutorial.
And I think I just had forgotten. There's simple plants, which are just the individual 3.
Just the individual 3.
Then small hybrid. Let's try a small hybrid.
Yeah.
What seeds do we have on hand? Okay, well, let's try...
Pink, pink, yellow? Or pink, yellow, pink?
Sure. So... 2 pink and a yellow.
Could open up a whole new realm of flavor possibilities.
Like, I don't even know if these will, like, create, like, berries and things to go in tea that... Hello. Do you need something?
Do you want the seed?
We're going to need to teach you to write so that you can hold up a little piece of paper telling us what you want. That would be very cute.
Swirly needs a chalkboard.
You need a chalkboard, Swirly. Go find a chalkboard. Don't steal it, but go find a chalkboard somewhere and bring it here, okay?
Swirly's going to steal the chalkboard.
If you do steal it, don't tell me about it, Swirly. Tell me you paid for it with money.
They won't until they learn how to write steal on the chalkboard.
So, okay, we have...
So there's pollen. Go ahead and water it.
Water.
I say go ahead and water it while you have to run away to go get water.
The suspense. I'm curious to see what'll happen, though, because, like, is it just going to give us different combinations of seeds?
Yeah.
Then?
This will be interesting to see. See.
Okay, so pink.
Maybe pluck them and...
Yeah, let's try that first.
Are they identical to the pink seeds we planted to get it?
Seems like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, watering can.
Yellow!
Okay, so yeah, we can plant seeds that'll give us several different kinds. That's cool. I like it.
Fascinating. Okay.
Convenient.
And because we planted pink, pink, yellow, it's giving us pink, pink, yellow.
Yeah. Nice.
This is good to know.
Quite.
Okay.
Let's try a blue and pink combo then.
Yeah.
Let's see. Blue here and pink here.
We can also do blue, pink, blue. Like, there are so many different color combinations. I really like that one.
I like that one a lot as well. Yeah, just like the look of the plant.
I like the color variations in the petals of the flower.
Yeah.
I really like all of these plants.
Oh, very good.
Who am I kidding? But yeah, so we have simple plants, we have small hybrids, and we have large hybrids.
Yeah. And there's still plenty of each that we've not really done anything with. So blue surrounded by yellow, pink surrounded by yellow, yellow surrounded by blue.
Pink surrounded by blue.
What was that? Swirly.
Swirly?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Did you steal something? Was it a chalkboard? No?
You came close and then you made a lot of noise and ran off.
Huh.
Explain yourself.
They can't. They don't have the chalkboard yet.
Acquire a chalkboard, Swirly.
Would you be willing to spend a little bit of time organizing some plants a little bit?
Sure.
Because we've got the bucket right here. And
Are you going to come steal this? And then I turned around and you're trying to act casual.
Steal what? The bucket?
Yeah. Stay away. Mine.
I'm just thinking that we
Okay,
could...
large hybrids cannot be moved, looks like.
Oh.
Too big.
Okay.
Small ones can.
Well, that changes the math, doesn't it?
It does.
All right. Never mind.
We can in future aim to create the larger ones sort of in the outer
I'm
ring a bit.
thinking actually on the center ring, in the points of the center hexagon, because then they'll be like more densely packed with the large ones, and the smaller ones consensually ringed out.
Sure.
From there is what I was thinking.
Next time around, we'll try to plan accordingly.
Yeah. Plan and planned accordingly.
Exactly.
Then, yeah, we might as well just not bother with moving plants until we are ready to plant golf them into the pot course.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And we can come back and make some more hybrids when we have something specific we have need of as well, rather than just spending half or all of an episode just making plants.
Do we have enough seeds of each kind at the moment?
We're a little short on blue ones, but if we need more blue ones, then we do need several blue combinations, or we need blue plus with yellow
Other
on the
things.
outside and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Then let's see, what should we do next?
We do have that other guest who we've only interacted with once, and they didn't give us anything because they weren't interested.
Now they want to talk again.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking to start.
I don't remember their name. Did they give us one?
I don't think they did, and I also just couldn't really figure out like even a voice to go with.
Yeah.
Like the body and like clothing look is giving me sort of like one impression, and that like hairstyle like gives me an entirely different one, and I can't quite figure out how to triangulate you yet.
Right.
But
hello, friend.
Hello. You said tea before.
Yes, this is a tea shop. Do you need something?
I'm not feeling very good. For a long time now, a pain in my chest. Something to relieve the pain, perhaps.
Is that what you want? Tea to help with your pain?
If you have it.
I'll take a look. Something else?
The mind. It focuses only on the pain. Can the tea give my mind another thing to think of? Something to think of other than pain? We have just the thing.
We do. I'll do my best. I am also concerned that perhaps you need more than tea if you're experiencing chest pain, but we've already been told to stay in our lane as nicely as possible by Boro.
Yeah.
So
we need Messberry for one to distract and give them something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that also just provides a little bit of like comfort pain relief in here?
So Vreedle would take their attention to their feet for the burning sensation.
True.
But I think we tried Vreedle and Mess Fruit, didn't we? That's what we just made?
I think yes, yeah.
Nobody really mentioned the Vreedle part.
Amnesia, thoughts of time of innocence.
Amnesia in what sense?
Causes temporary amnesia if you drink it too fast, which doesn't really
take
the pain away. Yeah. Just makes you forget you've been thinking about it, and then you start thinking about it again.
Yeah.
Math will not help here. Innocence will not help here.
When would math ever help?
Still looking for the situation.
Pain! Noted for relieving physical pain when eaten.
Perfect. So we need snock cones plus Messberry. Whoop.
We don't even have snock cone. What do you think that is? It must be...
That's all yellow, I think.
All yellow. Okay.
All yellow. Okay, yeah, let's make one of them.
Let's go make one.
Yes.
And then we'll make tea.
It's a perfect plan.
Indeed.
Okay.
Plant.
Yellow, 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 yellow. So. Much yellow.
Why did my brain just tell me yellow in a D4 pattern?
I mean, technically true, I suppose, but yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It's not a D...
It kind of is. I mean, it is like D4s are pyramid triangle shape, so cool plant.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All of the plants are so cool. Look at the seed pod.
Yeah. Hello, Miss. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interact with you, Bora, but Thank you.
Oh, we can ask Boro to help us garden. That's cute.
That is cute.
They're not seed pods. They're fruits. But they look a lot like the seed pods, and they're very pretty. Oh, hi.
Well, did you find it?
The chalkboard?
I don't see one.
Boro, do you know where there's a chalkboard for Swirly?
Or can you explain these things? Do you know what they want? What do you want?
I love their face.
I do too. Just the stare.
The unrelenting demand of this face.
The judgment for not knowing what it is they're asking for.
Right.
And that they're just like, ugh.
Fine. You don't
come
get
back
it.
later and see if you've figured it out yet.
I love it so much.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also need
Oh, right.
the
Messberry?
That's Vreetle, I think. I think this might be it, but let me double check the look of them. Messberry. No, it's this one. This is Messberry. Messberry. There it is. Okay.
Perfect. And yeah, that is what they wanted. Pain relief and something to distract them and make them think of other things. I guess lots of stuff would make them think of other things. It doesn't have to be Messberry.
That's true, but this one could keep them preoccupied for a very long time.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I had never really noticed that little window nook.
I didn't either, actually. I like it.
I want to live there.
This is going to be a perfect tea spot to try next.
I want to live there so badly.
That does look very cozy.
I would curl up in there with, like, books or a nap. Man, that looks nice. Were we gonna... Oh, right, we need a tea ball.
Do need tea ball.
And then we probably should get some more tea going. Just...
Yeah. Oh, got a spare over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it. Need to find more mugs around here, too.
Maybe after we have made this tea for customer, we can do some teacup hunting and tea ball finding. Well, tea leaf finding.
Here we go. Much water. Much water.
Perfect.
Okay. Heat.
Heat.
Get hot.
It's heat hits. Because you're hitting it for heat. Heat hits.
That's true. That's what they're called, technically.
Yeah.
There we are.
And...
Okay. Tea ball.
tea ball?
Followed by none of these. Snock cone.
And messberry.
It's going to be a fun color combo, I bet.
I
And
like the color that snock cone makes.
yeah, me too. Messberry.
Swirl? Ooh.
Pretty good looking swirls. I like it.
That's very close to Swirly's current color.
It's quite close, yeah.
I think Vreetle is a darker pink,
Yeah, I think so.
so it's a little different, but this is quite lovely too.
Okie dokie. Looking good.
This might be my favorite color combination so far,
I do like it. It's tough competition, but it is a pretty darn good one.
right? We are going to have to find a tea. Maybe if we do Snock Cone and Chip Chip, it'll be PlayFrame colors.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Thought I picked up another mug or two. Maybe I guess I already put them in the wash. No, wait, there we go.
I think it was only one mug, though.
Yep,
That's a pot.
Right
It
you
doesn't
are.
go in the wash.
right you are.
We tried last week.
Okay. So. Yeah.
I wonder what our radio has turned to. Because it sounds a little different.
Nope.
Nope, it's still Cat. Okay.
Still Cat FM.
It's just like higher energy than I remembered.
It's a little bit more so. Yeah. All right. We deliver you distraction.
Yes. A mug of pain relief and distraction. Here you go.
Okay. shrug.
Did it help with the pain?
Yes. There's a calming in my chest. The pain's quieting. Not gone, never fully gone, just a little quieter. Yes, this is good. Thank you.
What about taking your mind off the pain?
There are new thoughts now, yes. Frustration, difficulty, confusion.
Uh-oh.
It is an uncomfortable feeling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it is good to think of this. Better than chest pain. Yes, I'm glad for the distracting thought. Thank you. This is good. I'm glad to have it, this cup of tea. I must do something in exchange. I'll make you something, as a gift, for the tea. A wind chime. I'll build a wind chime for your shop. Is this acceptable? I'm increasingly feeling like, okay, this action's not working either. There's sort of a very clinical sort of way that they speak. It's really interesting. It's like, is this acceptable?
There's something almost like Android-ish.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, the sentence structure is off of standard English just a hair, and I'm not sure exactly how.
Yeah, it's a neat pattern, but yeah, not still like 0 for 2 on the voice tries, but we'll figure it out. This is acceptable. I want a wind chime.
Yes.
Okay. It will take a moment. I will return.
I honestly want to give them other teas, to give them pleasant things to think about instead of pain.
Yeah, it's possible. I'm curious how some of the ones like Puff Pod for nostalgia might have worked for
Azzy Fruit, maybe. Though I don't know as if I want to give high caffeine to someone experiencing chest pain.
True.
Bitter bear or bite berry.
Oh yeah, I could see if that had been a good one as well.
I think that would be nice to try for them if they give us another chance.
Yeah.
I don't know if people will take tea if they haven't asked for it. I'm guessing no.
Probably
I'm guessing they'll
not.
be like not able to interact with them in that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to do some tea leaf finding and cup finding, perhaps?
Probably would be good to do a quick little look around just to make sure that we haven't got any like thorns taking over a section that we weren't watching or something. There's a new mug.
I guarantee we've got thorns taking over a section we weren't watching.
Yeah.
It's just a question of where.
Tea.
I also would like to do what Boro asked and fill the... I would like to fill the pot area.
I'd like to do that too. Maybe let's do a quick rounds grabbing just lots of the plants that are just around and not in a place we planted them, that are just out and about.
The volunteers that have cropped up all over the place.
Yeah, like
I think we can only grab one at a time with the pot.
Oh yeah, but like just in like all right, we grab this one, we'll take it to the place, and then we'll run and find another one and take it to the place. And...
Okay. Give us a reason to run around and also look for other things like cups and vines and stuff.
Exactly.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see.
Muffins.
Here's one.
Ooh. Hey, Swirly.
Hi, Swirly.
Hey, Swirly.
Chalkboard, don't forget.
This one is the blue one when it's planted just on its own, right? The small plant blue.
That would be my guess.
It looks kind of like it would be fuzzy, like lamb's ear is. Or there's another...
little velvety kind of... Yeah.
I always really liked those. There are a few in that, like... Lamb's ear is the only one I can think of the name of, but there's another one that looks more like this, that's more frondy. But I can't remember what it's called. But I always really liked those.
Water.
They tend to like shade, if I remember correctly.
They tend to like what?
Shade.
Shade. Oh, okay.
The ones that my mom planted were in the shade, at least.
Can you water these, get anything from them? They're probably just for
I think
looks
they're
once they're
just
here,
display.
Yeah.
Which is why I suggested putting them here for plant golf.
That's a good plan. I guess we should leave some slots open for that. But I feel like if we're just waiting for plant golf to happen, I feel like we're like harvesting from these plants nearly often enough to kind of run them out of pollen.
We could make a concerted effort if you wanted.
That's true. Hey, here's another circle.
Sword. Ooh!
So if we stand in it, then what?
We did try this when we first saw the circle. Maybe we should take a photo of it.
Let's try that.
Evidence of this magical fairy circle. I like the little rainbows that are pulsing off of them. That makes me happy. I wish we could bring Burrow over here and ask. Oh, you dropped your photo and you didn't pick it up.
Oh, guess we should pick it up. Swirly, come here. Or a different Pluffin, come here.
Oh, you gonna put a Pluffin in the circle?
I don't think it's going to do anything. I'm just trying to think of other forms of interaction that
There's a Pluffin.
might
Grab
do
that
something.
Pluffin.
You. Yet to be named. It might be name day for you.
You might be named Shroomy after this.
Yes.
We will see.
Drop.
The heck you do that for?
This is the side eye we were getting.
Right? Walks directly away.
Sorry. We'll try giving you some tea later.
I'm deeply curious to see if any of Swirly's siblings will drink the tea.
I'm curious of that too.
Or if only Swirly can be tempted.
That
Hey,
might be
Burrow.
the thing to try next. Let's see, you got a mug to wash. A fancy new one.
Yes. We have already placed the tea leaves, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The ones I had already. Let's try giving a Pluffin some tea.
All right, Pluffins, which of you has pain?
Who wants to be
Or-
Swirly too?
Wants to be confused?
How to... Let's find a surface to put it on and collect that one. I just want to make sure a Pluffin doesn't come and steal it.
Yeah, collect some dirty mugs and then...
Bring a Pluffin to it. Try that approach. Pluffins,
There's one.
you.
You're free.
And actually, yeah, wandering around out in the world a bit more.
I think that might be the one that we already took to the mushroom ring.
Possibly
I think
so.
this might be Shroomy.
Well, good. You are now that you've broken orbit of the place. Good for you.
And gotten pets.
I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to give you
Wait. Don't go
some
away.
tea.
Oh, they do
Yes.
want it.
Good.
Good Shroomy. Oh,
All right, Shroomy,
yes.
get ready to pose. Not with a dirty mug, though. We should... Hang on.
Oh, but they jumped so cute.
You kind of blend in a little bit, but I guess that works, doesn't it?
They're a little oranger than the background.
You're perfect.
Yes.
Welcome to the crew, Shroomy.
Shroomy and Swirly. We will never be able to find Shroomy again. Like, when the season changes. Oh,
Very true.
Swirly. Hi.
You guys are going to be sort of like changing names on the regular. I wonder if we do start giving more of you colors, if you will just start like going out and
Wandering more?
like coming and saying hi more. Yeah, I wonder.
That'd be very fun. Okay, there's one more dirty tea mug.
Oh, where? Thought I grabbed them all.
I thought there were two.
Oh, there were. I definitely grabbed those before.
Oh, my mistake.
And let's get them washing.
And our wind chime customer is back.
Yes. Oh, not that one.
It does look an awful lot like a cup
It does.
in
Okay.
the graphic display thingy.
And now new photo.
Yes.
Perfect.
There.
Yes.
Beautiful. I love this.
It's going to be great having a full tea shop full of nothing but photos of Pluffins staring at you judgmentally.
And also What, Thomas? Is that his name? Staring at us judgmentally.
Yep.
Is it Thomas? Did I remember that correctly?
I think it's something else, but I'm forgetting now. I can't remember.
I can't either. I'm a terrible friend of his parent that I can't remember his name, but whatever. All right.
We need some of this tea now.
Yes.
And then borrow.
Fill your own teacup before filling the teacup for... Well, I guess fill the customer's teacup first, and then yourself. Or then Pluffins, and then yourself.
Yeah.
And then borrow. And then the tree, if it comes to that.
Yeah, I wonder if we can get more than 4. From one batch. We'll see.
I think you'd have to somehow do short of a perfect pour.
That's probably true.
And I don't know if that works.
Huh. What is this? I've never tasted anything like this before. It's
yep, we're just going down the messberry route.
Or...
I think you're right.
No. More like a...
Okay. Which probably means that Boro will give us similar...
response to it, yeah.
Probably. We can try, though.
Ah, dirty!
Oh, yeah, that one's dirty. Can't have that.
Silly.
It was clean while it was still in hand.
Well, yeah, because you had just drank from it. But that doesn't mean it's clean for other people to drink from.
Boro!
I don't see any way it's not the same for Boro, since it was the same for Alta.
Yeah. Oh. I think I also, I gave it a lot more water up front, which it does seem like we have a little bit left over that can give us a flower.
Interesting.
So good to know. Need to fill that thing up nice and full. Boro!
Does it have, a limit on how much you can fill it?
Yeah, I mean, it'll overflow, I guess, if I fill it too far, but... Boro!
There he is.
Is this different enough for you?
Will you tell us different things?
Why, Miss Alta, have you brought Boro a cup of tea?
Yep, this is for you.
Wonderful. Well, if it isn't messberry tea, the Enigma drink.
Yep.
Okay, so same text. Good to know.
I wonder...
Yeah, let's see the response to this one then this time.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Miss Alta, everybody wants to know what messberry tea tastes like.
Nope. Don't want to know.
How interesting. Then very well, I will say no more of the matter. It shall remain a beautiful mystery.
All right.
Okay. Now we can keep gathering more plants for the new little garden thing. Or we can check and see if Nana wants something.
Let's check and see what's up with Nana. We haven't talked to her yet this episode.
Here comes the sucker now.
Sucker?
I looked over the garbage you gave me, and guess what? I got a bargain. It's not trash at all. It's an antique. These babies sell for an unthinkable amount on the gray market. You know, I almost feel bad for you. Not quite, but almost.
Can I have it back? Or, sure, but you also get its curse. I kind of want to say the second one.
I'm down for that. Ha! You think I'll fall for the give me back the trash, it's cursed again? Nice try, girl. A whole generation of necromancers have already tried that on me. Gotta say, the whole thing's put me in a rare good mood. It's had quite a horrifying effect on me. I'm feeling generous.
Or... I'll let you pick.
We'll humor her. So I'll tell you what. You can take one more thing off the counter free of charge.
dime mug is gone.
It is, but there's new things.
There is new things. Really?
Hey, this ain't an olive branch. It's about your stupidity and not seeing the value of your own property. I feel bad for you. I feel cold, black pity, the way you'd look at a sick animal. Pathetic.
This is very generous of you, thanks. Or, you also remind me of a sick animal. It's so mean.
Quite. I don't really know whether she... I can't really get like a bead on her as to whether she would, like...
I do not think she would appreciate the thanks.
Like, I don't think so. Like, it weirdly feels like some, like, kind of like trading barbs back and forth might be something that's more like, yeah.
I think that's literally her love language.
I think so.
Is trading insults.
A little bit.
You also remind me of a sick animal.
You know, it's common to despise greatness. Jealousy. I've seen it 1,000 times. Doesn't faze me anymore. Like I said, no feelings for you but pity. Go pick your freebie and get out of here.
Wow.
Well, we've got a square mug. That's fun.
Ooh.
Fragile, imported. But what is it?
I don't know. That makes it very mysterious.
Or plant home.
Which is very cute.
That is very cute.
There is something very appealing about those, but like...
I love that. I mean, it is another kind of mug, and I like another kind of mug, but all caps fragile, imported is hard to ignore. It's also the most expensive of the things here.
She would frankly be disappointed in us if we didn't take the most expensive thing.
Or this is bait, like obvious bait to see if we'll like have learned anything.
Possibly. Have we learned anything?
I'm not sure. Not really. And I am.
If we have, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And she'd. Well, I guess she'll feel very self-satisfied if we have fallen for bait.
Yeah.
So sure.
What's in the box? I need to know. What is it?
This thing?
Fragile and imported.
Oh, it's like a little treasure for display.
Is it maybe a stool we could stand on?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's kind of like the science experiment to the robot. It's sort of like its little symbol icon is one of these miscellaneous trinkets. Yeah.
I guess we can just stick it on a shelf then.
Let's do, I suppose. We can try placing it down somewhere and see if it
does anything.
Put that there first. Though we should be careful with it because it is fragile.
And imported. Which is like being important, but not.
Drop.
It's different. Pick up. That's it.
Seems like that's what it does.
I guess that's all the cat did as well.
True.
Is be a cool little piece of art.
There we are.
I guess if I'd known that was all it was going to be, I would have gone for the plant home.
I'd have gone for the mug.
They'll both disappear, I guess.
Probably.
I don't want the cat statue to disappear.
But maybe it will stay. I
want it to turn into a real cat and stay.
That would be good,
They're
too.
both walking around now.
Yes. Okay, yeah, they're just doing like a whole parade now.
Yes. Puffins on parade.
If we color more of you, you guys all have to just start doing a parade, okay? Okay.
If you go out to the woods today, you're sure to get a surprise. If you go out to the woods today, Puffins on parade. I don't know the actual song that well, but isn't that the Teddy Bears Parade song? Like Teddy Bears on Parade?
Yeah, there is some sort of the original
it's the
theme.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, like I'd never known,
music.
or I had not known for a long time. Maybe just because I am not from Britain, that the like Banjo-Kazooie sort of theme, that dun 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 dun. I don't realize that was like a little, just like
homage,
nursery rhyme sort of like little thing. Sounds like.
Yeah, it's something about like a teddy bear picnic or something, or Teddy Bears on Parade, or I don't remember. But, ooh, mushrooms for the pot garden.
Had some variety.
Yes.
Nana, do you want tea at some point? Maybe.
We could try taking her something that reminded her of innocence and nostalgia. Or take her something that makes her overconfident at math.
That could be also, like a mix of that. Plus, there was also one that like
Amnesia and overconfidence in math. And then
there's also one that reminds you of those who have wronged you, which seems like something that she would be sort of like a,
She might enjoy that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of ways to, like, con her out of more goods.
Ah, I see.
Ooh, wait, is that the wind chime?
Oh, that might be.
We haven't even talked to them yet.
We didn't even talk to you yet. Where are you? Maybe they set it up already.
They might have done.
Hey. You.
Hey, you.
Hello. I have done it. I've built the wind chime. It is there now. It is good.
Thanks.
Yes.
I feel like you're dialing in the appropriate voice.
It's getting closer. I think I'm like drifting into sort of like a Maurice LaMarche sort of thing, like feels sort of right.
Maurice LaMarche?
There's a lot of voices on Futurama. There's a lot of voices in general. He's just one of those voice actors who's in all kinds of things. But he did Kif as one of the many voices.
Oh. Okay.
But also did, like, anytime you had a large, angry, yelling alien, sort of the doom sort of voice guy, who's that all the time.
All I can think of with Kif is...
Yep. He has a lot of range.
Yeah.
He's a great voice actor.
Geez, yeah.
Oh, he's also, he's also, like the brain. Pinky and the Brain, he's Brain.
Oh.
Yes, I see.
Yes, I see.
He's great.
Very good. Would you like to snip some vines? Because I think I just saw some past the pluffins.
Yes. Let's prevent this issue.
There's more out past the pluffins.
We've seen how bad it can go.
But the camera spins too much when I try to focus on the distance.
There. Yep. I knew they had to be just congregating and plotting somewhere out here.
A march of vines.
Hiding mugs that need washing.
Yes.
Several.
Yes. Mugs for us.
Finally, we can start giving the right mug to the right customer.
Mm-hmm. Or the right pluffin.
Or the right pluffin.
Did we still have a little bit of tea left in the pot as well to feed the tree?
We do. I think, I guess we could just, without a mug, just pour that out. I thought it got like auto-replaced as soon as I put more water up here.
I believe it does.
But yeah, let's try doing it manually. I'm curious to see how well that works.
Oh, that one's very cute. It's like a little flower.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Does not look easy to drink out of.
No, a little challenging. And that's cute.
Yeah. I love all the variety of mugs and plants and stuff.
There we go.
Flower?
Might take a little time for that.
There's
our flower. Lovely.
Pretty.
Love it.
I think the flower... Hello, Swirly. I think the flower color matches the wisteria tree color.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
At least so far, it seems to. Hi, Shroomy.
Hi.
They would like your attention, please.
Not seen any stolen packages in a bit.
They're fabulous.
And that's 100% true. You look great. And somewhat camouflaged. You will actually be quite hard to find out here.
It's a good thing they keep on moving.
Yeah.
Makes them easier to spot.
Suppose Ren's been waiting patiently.
Ren has been waiting patiently.
Ren? Ren? Oh, there you are. Do you still have the mug? No. Okay, good.
Oh,
I was going to say.
The way their hand was on their hip, I thought they did as well. How are you doing?
Quite well, thank you. In fact, I was just thinking I would make a request. Have you ever heard of silver moonlight tea? It is a variety that I drank once with the Vindian monks. The taste of it brought my tongue near to bursting. It was a blisteringly potent drink. Yet, when the feeling subsided, I experienced a tremendous oneness with myself and the world around me. I do not often wish for it, but at this moment, I find myself desiring a cup. Perhaps all this talk of passion has stoked my adventurous side.
Sure. How do you make it? Or, I'd rather stick to my field guide recipes.
I was too eager, because I want to make the tea.
One of each!
Oh!
And a mushroom!
The monks placed 1 messberry, 1 chip-chip, 1 pelmelon, and a mushroom into a pot of hot water. With dried tea leaves, of course. Is that too much to ask?
No, not at all. Messberry, chip-chip, pelmelon, and mushroom. Got it.
I don't got it. I'm writing it down because I'll forget it before we finish doing this.
I don't remember if we've had pelmelon.
I don't think we have done that one yet, no.
This'll be good to try. I'm fascinated. I wonder which note Alta will come away with.
Yeah, I do kind of wonder.
Like, so far, Messberry has overridden everything else it was put with, but we've only tried it with one other ingredient at a time.
I could potentially see that the order in which you put the ingredients in determining which one it gets considered as for getting specific dialogue. So let's put messberry in kind of in the middle. Like, it could be that either the first or last extra ingredient you put in is the one that decides it. Okay. In which case, let's put messberry in the middle somewhere.
Chip, pelmelon, messberry, mushroom?
Yeah, or maybe even messberry in between the other two, just in case.
Chip,
just in case.
Messberry, pelmelon, mushroom. Got it.
Yeah. Thank you, Warrior Alta. You bet.
I like that.
I do too.
I don't know why. That's validating. Thank you. Continue calling me Warrior Alta. That feels good.
We like that very much.
That feels like someone calling you by the correct pronouns.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's nice having someone out here recognize who we are and what we're good at and just that aspect of our identity.
Yeah.
And, it is nice. Validating.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have to figure out how to make pelmelon's all right, it's going to be yellow surrounded by, or it's going to be pink surrounded by yellow.
Okay. Not pink surrounded by blue?
I don't think so, because I think we've done that already. Yeah, that's Riedel.
Okay. Pink with yellow around it.
Okie dokie. Nope, not that.
We've got plenty of each.
That we do.
Perfect.
Pink. Keep on hitting up, and that's not the thing. No, you've come out here.
Indeed.
One moment. Making plant eggs.
Like you do. So excited to see what it looks like.
And kaboom! Ooh, that's pretty.
It's beautiful.
They're all quite pretty, I guess, but...
I still like seeing the new ones each time.
Ooh, I like
look at his cool little fruits.
Yeah, those look awesome. Yeah, I love how fun all of these look. Just really fun designs all around.
I would run around playing that like a trumpet. I mean, pretending like it was trumpet that I was playing.
Okay, so we have the pelmelon. We don't have any of the others on hand.
We need messberry and we need chip-chip. Do we even have a chip-chip tree?
I don't know if we do anymore. We might have to make another one of those.
Because we've got Friedel. I don't remember what the palm tree looking one... that's not a good way to describe it.
Pocket very full.
Oh, golly. I guess we should go put some on shelves then.
That's a good idea. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Shelf storage.
We've put them on the...
Hello.
So cute. We put them on the shelf right inside the door. We've put seeds there before.
Hello, cat.
Hello, cat. Please become a real cat. This shelf.
Yeah, I like this plan.
It's good accessible storage. Pelmelon.
Always hit up and it's not up.
Maybe keep one pelmelon in your pocket because we need it.
That's true. We do need one of those. Puff pod. Other puff pod. Wailing fruit.
What a name.
Biteberry.
Very cute. Another biteberry.
And snot cone.
Hooray!
Perfect. Oh, what do you need?
Hello, Boro.
Hello, miss. Boro is having a thought, if you might indulge me. When our clearing changed, as you know, all of our plants were lost.
Mm-hmm.
But I have noticed that the pictures inside the shop appear to have stayed exactly as they were before.
I noticed that too.
Anything that was inside a picture frame is still here with us now. Therefore, I am thinking that Perhaps it would be good to use the camera to build up some photo memories. Oh, that's a cute idea. And I mean, we've already are doing that about the most important thing by far.
Mm-hmm.
After all, if we're going to once again lose our work, it would be nice to have something to remember it by. So what if you are filling up our picture frames with some photographs? These might be photographs of anything. Boro is not meaning to suggest a particular subject. Is this something of interest to you? Absolutely.
Already on it.
On it already.
All right, I'll do that.
Wonderful. Just a handful of photographs around the shop would feel simply wonderful, I think. Please come see me once you've put some up. I would love to know when you feel it is complete.
Boro?
It's in the works.
They will all be Pluffins.
All of them. Oh, hello.
Hello, book lovers. It's Book by Mail Club again. I have to say, it's been a long time since I received such a positive response to a book as With Edge of a Bullet. Y'all really liked it. So let's read another Dirk Warhard novel.
Yes.
This time, it's The Fastest Bullet Alive. I hope you like this just as much as Dirk likes justice. Later, Gators.
Fantastic. This is excellent news.
And you have a book.
Here we go. By D.B. Steele, The Fastest Bullet Alive, a Dirk Warhard novel. The location, outer space. The mission, Dirk Warhard going to outer space. The man, Dirk Warhard. Dirk Warhard knew only one thing about outer space. Anything you kill in space stays there for good. He couldn't remember where he had learned this piece of information, but it was about to save his life. 2 days ago, he had boarded a spaceship bound for the Global Alliance space station. Most field agents required extensive training to prepare for a mission to space, but Dirk Warhard was no ordinary agent. He'd completed the 3-week training program in a mere 6 hours, taught himself physics in order to build his own spaceship, and most importantly, he could hold his breath for up to 30 minutes at a time.
Whoa.
This last point was important because Dirk Warhard didn't trust the government-issue spacesuit he'd been given. It was common knowledge that the government filled their spacesuits with government air, a type of air subsidized by the government for public use, and so it had inevitably been breathed by all manner of degenerates such as actors and theater performers and improv comedians.
Ouch!
Dirk Warhard trusted air that only he had ever breathed. And so, throughout the mission, he had only allowed himself to breathe once every 30 minutes, so to consume as little of the degenerate air as possible. At this very moment, he had just taken one such breath. He was floating in space, just outside the Global Alliance space station, fitted in his government-issue spacesuit. Not 100 feet away, a vicious man named Commander Huntington was awaiting, also floating in space. However, Commander Huntington was wearing perhaps the most elite spacesuit ever constructed, a fusion-powered nanoparticle exoskeleton made from steel and magma and designed by a man who didn't know how to love. Dirk Warhard grimaced at the relative puniness of his own suit as the government air rushed into his lungs, and he screamed as the horrific thoughts of mediocre community improv assaulted his mind. Commander Huntington smirked, aware of his obvious advantage. "I see you, Dirk Warhard," he yelled. "I see you and the pitiful equipment you've lugged up here. How could you ever consider yourself a match for my superior exoskeleton?" As he said this, the exoskeleton blinked in a pattern of glowing green lights that looked like a snake, which Dirk Warhard thought was super cool. "Face it," chuckled Commander Huntington, "you've lost. Outer space belongs to me now, and with my unstoppable technology, I will rule over it like a king." Dirk Warhard wanted to yell back, "Well, you can't do all of that stuff if you're dead," but he knew that doing so would easily shave 10 minutes off of his breath-holding time. So he instead turned to someone who could do all the talking for him, his trusty handgun. Dirk Warhard pulled the handgun from its holster, pointed it at Commander Huntington, and squeezed the trigger. The bullet exploded out of his gun, raced toward Commander Huntington, and slowed to a complete halt, inches from Huntington's face. Commander Huntington burst into laughter. "Well, well, it seems even the famous Dirk Warhard is fallible. My exoskeleton emits a gravitational field that'll slow your bullets to a complete halt. Do you see now how useless it is to oppose me? I'm invincible!" And the lights on his suit showed the cool snake eating toxic waste and surviving. It was a terrible moment for Dirk Warhard. His gun had never failed him before, and he'd fired it over 1 million times at over 10 million people. "You'll never be able to shoot me," taunted Commander Huntington. "Your bullets aren't fast enough." Suddenly, something sparked in Dirk Warhard's mind. The commander's words echoed in his ears. "Your bullets aren't fast enough."
Fast enough. Fast enough.
His mind stirred, and a memory of himself as a young man suddenly flashed before his eyes. "I said your bullets aren't fast enough, Warhard!" It was the voice of Hollister Madblack, Dirk Warhard's very first trainer. Mad Black had been the one who shaped Dirk Warhard into the heroic agent of violent justice he would one day become. Mad Black was a brutal teacher, unrelenting in his methods and incredibly specific in his background knowledge of your insecurities. And on this particular day, Dirk Warhard had spent all afternoon at the firing range, while Mad Black berated him. "Your bullets aren't fast enough," Mad Black growled. "They're pathetic. They've got all the intensity of a comatose infant dying of the plague underwater. Do it again!"
Oh.
The young Dirk Warhard grimaced, his sweaty hands gripping the handgun, and he fired the gun once again with all his might. The bullet went fast, really, really fast, but it wasn't fast enough for Mad Black. "No, no, no," yelled Mad Black. "Still too slow. My grandmother could hobble faster than this, and she's literally made of bricks. Do it again!" Dirk Warhard was nearly at his limit. He'd been shooting the bullets as fast as he knew how to, and it still wasn't enough for Mad Black. Dirk Warhard slumped his shoulders in resignation. Mad Black got right in his face. "Now you listen to me, Warhard. We aren't leaving this pristine, privately funded underground training compound until you fire a bullet so fast it leaves me in tears. And I've only cried twice, ever. So stand up, point yourself forward like a man and fire the gun!"
Wow.
A wave of determination swept over Dirk Warhard's face. He threw his shoulders back, raised his handgun into the air, and focused his mind on the one single thing in the world that brought him true happiness and inspiration. Dirk Warhard. He grinned. As his finger clenched the trigger with every fiber of strength he had, he screamed at the top of his lungs, "I'm Dirk Warhard!" The bullet erupted from the gun, traveling at speeds he'd never known before. Hollister Mad Black smiled. "That's it, Warhard! That's what I wanted to see! Again!" Dirk Warhard fired the gun again, this time with even more strength than before. His finger moved with a velocity he had never known in his life, slamming down onto the trigger. "My name is Dirk Warhard, and I am Dirk Warhard!" The bullet erupted from the gun at a blazing pace. Again and again he fired, each bullet faster than the one before. After nearly 9 hours of uninterrupted gunfire, Dirk Warhard at last paused and lowered his handgun. He turned to see Hollister Mad Black with a single tear rolling down his cheek. "Number 3, Warhard. Not bad." These words echoed in Dirk Warhard's memory as his mind raced back to the present moment where Commander Huntington continued to taunt him, using the exact same words he'd already repeated like 5 or 6 times by now. "Your bullets aren't fast enough to defeat me, Dirk Warhard." Dirk Warhard smiled. He gripped the handgun like you'd grip a beloved friend and pointed it at the commander, who simply laughed. "Go ahead, try your best." Dirk Warhard closed his eyes and thought deeply about the one thing in this world that he truly loved, the source of all of his inspiration, the only man whose air he'd willingly breathe, and the only family member who had never sold his personal information to a country we're at war with, Dirk Warhard.
Jeez.
A warmth filled him from within, circling his body before traveling downward into his finger. It was as though his finger was moving all on its own, unencumbered by any burden of life or physics, like a being of pure light traveling in an imperfect world. His finger squeezed the trigger with more strength, more velocity, more momentum than any man alive knew was possible. Nobody had ever fired a gun like this before. Nobody.
That's so anime.
Very, extremely so. With a deafening crack, like this sequence definitely could have lasted like 5 minutes, and like with Dirk Warhard inwardly monologuing the entire time, explaining the entire process. And then like 10 seconds of Sakuga that are pretty amazing to look at, and then the rest of the episode.
So many years ago, I read Hikaru no Go, which is like about somebody learning to play Go at a championship level, and it was all about how you place the piece down.
Mm-hmm.
And this has that feeling.
It very much does
like,
have that vibe.
The God hand piece placement kind of thing. I just love it.
Oh, anime.
Oh, anime.
With a deafening crack, the bullet fired directly at Commander Huntington. For a split second, Huntington felt a genuine shock that he may have been outmatched. And then, nothing. No reaction at all. Commander Huntington was perfectly fine. "Ha!" he laughed. "You missed! The famous Dirk Warhard fires the shot of a lifetime and he misses! Unbelievable!" Huntington couldn't stop himself. He doubled over with laughter. But Dirk Warhard didn't seem to mind. In fact, the faintest grin danced across his face. Commander Huntington laughed and pointed at Dirk Warhard in mocking derision until suddenly he was seized by a very unusual feeling. What was this feeling, exactly? It was as though the exoskeleton was gripping him just a bit less tightly than usual. In fact, he was starting to feel as though there were no exoskeleton. Not merely that the exoskeleton had been destroyed, but that it had never existed at all. Dirk Warhard had hit exactly what he'd aimed at. The bullet had erupted from the gun at such an unbelievable velocity that it couldn't be contained by the very fabric of space around it. It shredded through reality, setting quantum matter alight in its wake. And in doing so, it pierced the veil of time. A bullet traveling so fast, it traveled backward in time. Backward a minute, then an hour, then a day. Years began to fly by, and the bullet lost no momentum. It soared through the years until at last it found its destination. The Steel and Magma Laboratory, where the exoskeleton had been constructed, honed, and refined in its design by the scientist who didn't know how to love. Decades of work and research had culminated in the unstoppable exoskeleton that Commander Huntington wore today. Yet here, at the start of it all, Dirk Warhard's bullet re-entered the fabric of space. It flew straight and true into the liquid explosive core of the facility, generating a spark that blew the entire facility to pieces. No exoskeleton could ever be constructed here. That much was certain. Now, in the present moment, Dirk Warhard watched as Commander Huntington grasped and flailed at the empty space surrounding his body, where the exoskeleton had been just moments ago. As Commander Huntington scowled at him in a combination of spiteful fury and suffocating, Dirk Warhard couldn't help but laugh. Dirk Warhard had always despised the past, but today it had saved his life. He knew it would cost him precious air, but he was too swept up in the emotion. He turned to outer space and yelled, "My name is Dirk Warhard, and I will defeat the past even if it takes the rest of my life." Then he laughed and laughed until inevitably he had to breathe again. As he inhaled, the horrific thoughts returned of good-natured community actors just trying to get a leg up in their highly competitive industry. He shuddered in disgust, but somehow it didn't bother him. Here, in space, watching as Commander Huntington suffocated or whatever he was doing over there, Dirk Warhard felt certain that he had made his old trainer proud, and that was all that mattered. Somewhere in the past, Hollister Madblack smiled ever so slightly and nodded in glowing approval as another tear ran down his calloused, stubbled cheek. "Number 4. Not bad, Warhard. Not bad."
I love these.
I, too, Did you enjoy?
Yes, they were squawking the whole time.
Your face reads 2.5 stars. But we don't trust your judgment on literature because you can't write. Because you don't have a chalkboard. Find a chalkboard. Yes, you. This is your job. Go find it. Yes. Go find a chalkboard. I don't know where. You have to figure that out. You're going to go do it?
Don't say no. Don't shake your head no.
Hey. I gave you an order. And I also gave you tea. You owe me.
A chalkboard.
Specifically. And words on it to explain what you want.
We just want to give you what you want.
Anyway, y'all, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more of this, more Wanderstop, and maybe more literature, definitely more tea. And judgment is a certainty.
Of course. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Goodbye.